Hello, hello, hello everyone. Welcome back to another video. Alright guys, so if you like classic French cars, you are in the right video. And not a very common classic. It's not as like a Citroën or Renault or Peugeot. What we got in front of us right now is a 143 scale 1961 Simca P60 Ranch. Now, as we know a little bit more about the Simca P60, it's originally called Simca Aronde P60. But I guess in here they just cut off the name a little bit just to make it not too extensive the name. Now, basically, the Simca Aronde P60. The ranch is because it's a station wagon, three-door station wagon, very popular back in the days. They had it for a while. Now, let me explain to you a little bit more about the Simca Aronde, which is the original model that this model comes from. It was a model made between 1951 to 1964. It was the first model that Simca came out that was original design. What I mean by that, before Simca used to copy a lot of the Fiat models. They had a copy of the Fiat Topolino, and they had copies of other Fiats. But the Simca Aronde was their first Simca original design, and it was good. It was like a new era for Simca, no longer depending on another brand's style. Now they got their own style. And this car right here, it was sold, the Aronde altogether, it was sold all around the world, even in North America and USA and Canada. Actually, in USA, these cars were called Simca 5. And also in Canada and USA, it was called Simca Etoile. Etoile. Toilet. Not toilet. Etoile. So, and basically in USA and Canada, it was sold between 1958 and 1964. All right, going back to this model. Well, the Aronde P60, it was sold between 1958 and 1964. Engine-wise, they came out with a normal sized engine. This model specifically, it had almost a 13 cc's. Uh, this was 1290 cc's, and horsepower was 60 horsepower. Back in the days were decent numbers when you had cars with only like 30 horsepower and 35. So 60 horsepower, it was a decent number, I would say, for a model and that era. These cars came as a station wagon, which is the one that we're looking at right now, the three-door station wagon. It came as a four-door saloon or sedan, two-door hardtop coupe, two-door coupe, two-door convertible, two-door pickup, two-door van, and also in Australia they had a five-door station wagon. So in Australia they had a version with the five doors altogether. And altogether, I said before the horsepower and cc's on this model, but other models had also a 1.1 cc's, and there was a lot of options for horsepower. There were 42, 45, 48 horsepower, 52, 57, and 70. So you had a lot of different tweaks, I guess, depending on the model. And obviously, the more expensive, the more you get. But one choice for transmission, no matter where you're from or what you like, you only get a manual transmission, which was a 4-speed manual. Alright, guys, let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. Alright, guys. What do you guys think about this model? Does it bring you back memories from back in your youth, or by your parents or your grandparents had one? Or you have one now as a classic and you take care of it like it's your baby? Why not? There's nothing wrong with it. The better you take care of it, the more it will last and the more value it will have. The two-tone color is great. I love cars with two-tone color. When they're done from factory and done in a good manner. I like the back in the days those classic cars with the white wall wheels. Beautiful. Gives that regal classic touch that I always liked. All right, guys. Don't forget to give me that beautiful thumbs up that I always like to ask you guys, because it shows me that you guys are enjoying this video as much as I'm enjoying making them. Let me know in the comments below. What does this car remind you? Do you remember seeing them when you were young? Have you ever drove one of these? Your neighbor had one, your cousin, your friend? Yeah. Were they reliable? Do you still see them on the road? Maybe if you go to the outs, not usually in the cities, but when you go to the countryside, you get to see these beautiful classic cars. And yeah, let me know where you get, if you still see them or you see them only in museums. Okay, guys, so let me know where you guys are from. Alright, guys, so take care of yourselves more than ever, and goodbye.